Hey guys, I'm Cody with MatchPoint USA. I'm super excited to show off our infinite carry loop system for you today. Just going to do a little quick tabletop video, kind of show you how this thing goes, give you an idea of how it works and what its capabilities are. So let me show you how these things work. Here's a standard holster. I'm not sure what it's for. Looks like it's for a Springfield. This is, you've seen a million of these things, a million companies make them. This is a injection molded holster, but it would be the same exact thing for Kydex. Now, most major manufacturers have about exactly 1 inch between these holes, and that's what we used here on our belt loops. Now, the cool thing though is you'll see this weird offset. You think, why is there, a hole here and a hole here? Well, that's the whole point. You're only going to use these two loops, these two screw holes, or these two screw holes. You can put screws in whichever ones you want, but that's what we designed this for, was either this set or this set. And how that works is it should just line up directly with most major holster manufacturers already. And if not, it just takes a second with a drill bit to make these holes for you. Now let me show you how this works. If I set this one up here, and let's use a pretty extreme one. Let's use the farthest bottom position on the handle side, and then on the forward side we'll use the uppermost position. And look at that, we can already see, well, hopefully the camera can pick this up, that this is tilted. You just gave this a carry, a new carry position for this holster. Now let's flip them back. Let's put this one up here, and actually that just made it a straight draw. Or we can flip this one over this way and pull it back this direction. You should be able to get about 0 to 25 degrees of cant with these loops. Now, another really cool thing that I think is really undervalued on these is that you can place them on either side of the holster. So see, this one could be on this side or vice versa. And the benefit for doing something like that would be to put, like, let's say for instance, you put this one here on this side, and this one we're going to sit on this side. Well, what's that going to do on your body? Let's pull this weapon out here, pull the gun out. If that's on your body, and this is on this side, that's going to kick this out. It's going to kick the handle out away from you. Or vice versa, if I put this here and this in here, it's going to kick the handle in. So you can use that to really control and fine-tune how your outside the waistband holster rides on your body, how it carries. You can adjust it for vertical elevation, for different angles, for just about anything. That's why we call it the infinite carry loop. You have an infinite range of possibilities with a simple little belt loop. Now let me show you some differences between a competitor's belt loop. This is a standard loop that you would find on a bunch of holsters that you can buy off the market. And it's a fine belt loop. It works, it does its job, but if you look at it, there's no adjustability. We have the same spacing arrangement here, the 1 inch, which is standard, which is great, but that's it. Your belt slides through there, and your holster stays at the 0 degree draw or whatever angle it's set up for. There are little plastic fiddly bits that they sell that you can stick in here and try to get some adjustment. But the problem with that is that makes this even weaker, and that's one of the biggest downsides of these. Now here's one that we did a quick little torture test on. We just threw this in a vise in the shop, threw a belt loop around it, and gave it a quick yank. Yep. And it broke almost immediately. We were shocked at how weak the plastic is around these screw holes. There's just not much there for to resist that breakage. So when we designed these, we really spent a lot of time and making sure that this was incredibly a strong material to begin with, but we also built up the material on here, and you'll see these little recesses. Those recesses allow these Chicago screws to fit perfectly inside here, perfectly snug. Now if you watch this, I have to push down really hard to get these in to fit, and there it goes. That snap, you heard that snap, I hope. That snap snugs that in there. And when I take a screw and put it on this side, I don't need to hold a screwdriver in here to hold this down. This is going to cinch it up, and you don't need Loctite, you don't need anything there to make this secure. And just to show you, this will be what a holster would look like with them bolted on. You can see, you're just using a normal Phillips, head screw here, and on the back is these Chicago nuts that are completely flush. You can see how we worked really hard to make this as thin as possible. Another system we like to do is to put these on the back of the holster and loop the belt through this way. And what that's going to do is that's going to keep it away from your body even further. And you can still flip these back and forth to, create a cants and things, but if you're military, law enforcement, and you want to push this off even further to get more access to your firearm, then this is a great solution. So these are standard belt loops that you've seen a million times on a million different holsters. They work fine, but if I hold this taut, what are you going to see? This belt loop, there's no tension, there's nothing here to keep this secure. There's a lot of slop and a lot of play. So here we are with the MatchPoint loops on and the belts going through that. And as I pull it tight, I'm not sure how well you can see, but if you see, that whole thing cinches down, keeping this super tight against your body. So you can see here when I pull this belt taut, the belt loops flex just a little bit, and that's going to keep the holster and firearm real snug to your body. It's going to keep it there secure. You're going to feel it. You're going to know it's there, but it's going to be comfortable. And you're just not going to get that type of security, that type of performance from standard belt loops. You're just not. You think, oh, what's a belt loop going to do? But it can really increase the comfort that you carry with, the customization, and the security. You don't want to run into a door jamb and hit your firearm on there and have it rip off, which is a real possibility if you're not using quality hardware to keep your firearm attached. These are perfect for military, perfect for law enforcement. I can't imagine something better to have on a duty belt than these. First responders, hunters, and really anyone who carries outside the waistband, this is a fantastic match for you. They're super lightweight, under 0.8 grams. You're not going to feel them. We've really worked hard to make sure they don't have any hot spots, any pointy edges, any corners that are going to dig into you. If we compare our belt loops to something like this, you're going to see there's a lot of pointy edges, a lot of creases, a lot of things that could possibly cause irritation if it came in contact with your skin. And this is supposed to be outside your waistband, but you never know. We just spent some time to make sure that everything's rounded, everything's comfortable. There's nothing that's going to be digging into you on these at all. The quality of these things is outstanding. We've had well over 400 pounds hang off of these before. They will support your body weight. You should not have any concerns about somebody ripping your holster off of your belt with these loops on there. We make these in 1.5 inch versions that you see right here, and then also a 1 3/4 inch version, which you can see right here the difference. So we have models to fit just about any belt you can want, and they're really reasonably priced. We sell them for about the same price that you can get a standard loop like this with. So there's really no reason to go with something standard when you have one belt loop that can do anything. Thank you for your time, and if you'd like to learn more about these, visit us online at MatchPointUSA.com.